Chief Works Officer and Head of the Works Services Group, Mr. Jeffrey Vaughan, is adamant that a new bridge across the Demerara River is desperately needed at this time.
Why I'm saying there's a need for the bridge doesn't take away the fact that the one that is existing cannot do the work that is to be done in terms of taking passengers and vehicles from one place to the other, from West Coast to Georgetown or wherever. But because of the increase in the number of housing and businesses on the west side, calls for concern, and that is where you have to start thinking ahead in terms of a new structure or rehabilitating your existing structure that actually carries the volume of traffic that you'll have crossing the bridge.
The government is exploring the construction of a new bridge across the Demerara River, while the bigger plan includes maintaining the current bridge. According to the pre-feasibility study for the new bridge, an average of 13,781 vehicles use the current bridge daily, and the structure as it is incapable of adequately handling the traffic. Public Infrastructure Minister David Patterson, in a telephone conversation with this reporter, was asked why a new bridge and not expansion or renewal of the current structure. He said the idea could not withstand scrutiny as far as cost effectiveness is concerned. The study, which was done, also revealed that since 2008, the bridge has undergone capital repairs in excess of $10 million, which equates to an average annual maintenance cost of approximately $2 million. In the meantime, Engineer Joseph Holder, a former project manager with Guybridge, the original Demerara Bridge Company, has said that the bridge can continue to operate indefinitely. Holder explained that the bridge is made up of individual components which can all be replaced to create a new bridge. He brushed aside suggestion of a safe working life for the bridge. Where the design of the bridge is concerned, Mr. Vaughan said that will be decided upon when the feasibility study is complete.
Well, in terms of the feasibility study, that would lead the way for us in terms of what design we will have. So it's a case where, whatever the consultancy brings out, then we will decide whether or not we accept a fixed structure, we accept another floating bridge, or a bridge that may be hanging. Whatever structure we comes up with, we will have to do the review and make a decision whether it's fixed or whether it's...
The government had said recently that the pre-feasibility study that was conducted by the previous administration was done in a most ad hoc manner. Mr. Vaughan relayed to Nightly News that they are now going through a transparent process to get the feasibility study underway.
Now we're moving on to this next stage, which is to get the full feasibility study completed. Shortlisted consultancy was requested by the ministry. That was open sometime in the last year, and we have completed our documentation in terms of evaluation of those shortlists, and 12 out of the 22 consultancy that shortlisted that actually tendered for the feasibility study were shortlisted. We have to date sent that back to MPTAB, and we are awaiting the awards of those 12 contractors.
The current floating steel structure measures 6,074 feet and spans the Demerara River from the village of Peters Hall on the eastern side to Plantation Mirzogen on the western end. It is the longest floating steel bridge in the world, but not the longest floating bridge. 3 concrete floating bridges are longer than the Demerara Harbour Bridge. Royd and James, HGP Nightly News.